Granite 4.2 has released and I have downloaded the 3B version, so I'm activating it in VS Code right now. And I also have the 8B version, which is a context version and non-thinking model. So I'm gonna try out a COBOL program and try to make it explain the COBOL program with the two models, Granite 4.18b against 4.23b. So 4.23b is a thinking model. So it has a bigger context window of 512 k. So here I am trying to explain the COBOL program using the 4.18b first. As you can see, it is trying to explain the program line by line. It will continue doing that per program or per paragraph of the program, and it will try to explain. It is pretty fast, even though it is an 8B model. It runs fast in my Mac 16 GB M4 mini. As you can see, it quickly run through the COBOL program and it give you all the details. So it's not a thinking model, so that's why it is pretty fast, even though it has an 8 billion parameter. Once this is done, right, we will see how the 3B version works. 4.28b will not work on my machine because it's a thinking model and it is taking the entire 16 GB of RAM that's available. So that's why we are comparing it with the 4.23b model. So I have copied the previous results from 4.28b onto a notepad so that we can compare it side by side. I'm taking a new chat, and then now I am going to use 4.23b Granite version, which is the latest one, 3 billion parameter model, and I'm asking it to explain the COBOL program just like what I did with 4.18b model, which is the prior one. So since it is a thinking model, it will take some more time than 4.18b model. So you can see it is trying to going to read the program and then think through before responding. So on the left hand side you are seeing the 4.18b model results. As you can see, it was going line by line and throwing the output and then displaying it on the screen. That way it has more mainframe like variable names which it read. For example, if it read a identification division, it will immediately tell you what is that about, right? It is not thinking and processing that at the same time. But in this particular 4.13b model, since it is a thinking model, it should give you a concise overview of the program. So as you can see, it is taking its own sweet time to process that, because it is going to read the content of the COBOL program. It is going to chunk the first few lines and then understand it and then read the next set of chunk of lines, and then it will process the entire thing as a whole. Since it has a 512 k context, it should be able to keep it in the memory and then try to understand what that COBOL program does and give you a concise output, unlike the non-thinking model. So now you can see it has started to read the last chunk of it, and now shortly it will give you the overview. So now you can see it is trying to give you the exact purpose of the program in a structured manner rather than throwing out what it just read, right? So that's how the thinking model is different than the previous version of the Granite. It is pretty concise. It is not going to show you the entire details of what that program variables does, what each section does, but instead it is going to give you concise results. Now as you can see, we have the results. So I'm just going to copy this content into a another text pack, and then I will try to make it side by side, and let's quickly glance through two of the outputs coming from the older 4.1 8 billion parameter model and the newest 4.2 3 billion parameter model. I'm sure that the 4.28 billion model would have given a better results, but I couldn't even run the quantized version of the model 8 billion parameter model in my laptop. It was taking up the entire 16 GB RAM, and the entire stuff was hanging. So now you can see side by side what are the left hand side is the 8 billion parameter model older version results, and 3 billion parameter model latest version is on the right hand side. Now as you can see, the right hand side it is more concise rather than more verbose. That's all from my side, and thank you for watching.